This video is for anyone that sings. You have a voice, you can sing, whether you think you have a good voice or not. Or even better, if you are in some sort of a worship team or choir or a music team, this video is for you. Keep watching. So there's something you need to do either at the beginning of a new year or at the end of the year. And I'm going to share it with you. First thing is, get yourself a notepad and write out everything that you don't like about your voice, or whatever it is you want to improve or work on. So I don't like how my voice shakes. I don't like how I keep using my head voice to sing high notes and I can't use my chest voice. I don't like that I can't lead fast songs, or I get stage fright, or I don't like that I can't find my harmonies. Whatever it is that you don't like about your voice, write it down in a list. The reason why you need to do this is because time and time again, I've seen people in music teams, in choirs, and over time they get frustrated because their music team leader or their vocal director is asking them to do things that they are not good at doing. Sometimes, quite frankly, they just don't know how to do, or they haven't learned how to do, or they don't have the confidence to do, they don't have the training to do, but they're being asked to do these things. And what that does, even though your leader might think that they're trying to push you, what that does is that it can over time reduce your confidence and make you think that you want to give up on singing. You actually don't want to do this, because it's highlighting all of the things that you don't know how to do, and it's bringing that to the forefront, and then that's going to be very discouraging, and it's going to make you think that you are actually not good at singing, which isn't true, because you have your strengths, you have your weaknesses. So when you identify the things that you need to work on or the things that you're not good at, the next thing is to take this list and share it with your vocal director or your choir leader or your team leader, and just have a brief conversation and say, look, I actually don't enjoy singing hymns, or I actually don't like being in the soprano section, or whatever it is. Just have a conversation with them. And by the way, if you have a choir leader or a vocal director that actually sits down with you to ask you what are the things that you want to work on as a singer, absolutely blessed is what you are. You ought to be grateful for that, because a vocal director that cares about what you're trying to work on and where you're trying to get to, what your goals are, is so important. So I'll give an example. I know somebody who is not the best singer in the team. They don't like leading songs, but they are very organized and they have a lot of free time. So a vocal director is somebody that is willing to invest time and spend time doing the background work before rehearsals and before the performance. So all the arrangements, the scheduling, the communication, all of that. So somebody may not be the best singer, but they've got the time and they've got the passion to be a vocal director. So if you take that to your choir leader and say, actually, you're asking me to lead praise and worship, or you're asking me to lead these songs, but really I just want to be a background vocalist, or I just want to be a vocal director, or actually I don't want to be a background vocalist, I want to lead songs. When you have these conversations with your vocal director or your choir leader, they should be able to guide you and help you get to that level that you're trying to get to. Some people want to write more songs, but if you don't share this with your choir leader, or if your choir leader isn't receptive to these sorts of conversations, you're going to be discouraged. And so by the time the next year comes, you're going to be in the same place. So as a singer, as a vocalist, identify what you want to work on. What are the things that you want to get better at? What are the things that you actually don't enjoy doing? Because that's absolutely fine if you don't enjoy being a background vocalist. There are some people that really don't like to be background vocalists. They would rather lead a song or lead a solo, or they would rather just be in the background doing, helping us with the lyrics or whatever it is. So those are the kind of conversations that you need to have. And the reason why it's important to do this exercise is because it can change every year or every so often. So at a point in my life, I was really interested in being a background vocalist. But then the seasons have changed and now I'm on to something else. So it's a continuous exercise that you need to do with yourself. And the reason why you need to share this with your leader is because it shows in your attitude. If, for example, you're being asked to do something that you really aren't in the space to do, or you don't particularly want to do at the moment, it shows. And so your leader needs to understand why you're acting this way. If they know that actually this person at the moment isn't interested in leading slow songs, they want to lead more fast songs for whatever reason that you've chosen to do that. If your leader is aware, there won't be offense, there won't be issues in the team, because they know what you're trying to work on. Likewise, if in this new year you're looking to write more songs, a good vocal director will give you some sort of a platform to do that within the team, because they want to see you succeed, they want to help you grow, and they want to be part of your success journey. So it's absolutely important that you carry your team along, carry your leader along on whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in the coming year, so that they can see what they can do. And if they can't do anything, if there isn't space, for example, in your current team to be a vocal director, for example, and that's where you're trying to be, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that you're working on that, and your team is well aware, or your leader is well aware that you're also working on this. And so if any opportunity arises in the future, they can pass it on to you. So that communication is very important. And the beginning of the year or the end of a year is a very good time for choirs to sit together and review the year, review how things have gone, and it should be a productive time.